All right, everybody. We're about to get started here. Excuse me. We're about to get started here with the beginner class. We just set up everything on Instagram Live. YouTube Live is also up running. It might be a little easier to use YouTube Live if you guys have the option. So I'm going to give everybody about maybe 1 or 2 more minutes, and then we'll go ahead and get started with my introduction, and then we can start warm-ups and everything. All right? Thanks. And in the meantime, if you guys are already ready to go ahead, make sure to have some water on you, maybe a towel to wipe down your sweat too, because we're going to be going for the whole hour, so you might get a little tired. All right. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and start with announcements and everything. So we have 3 classes today. This is the first of 3. We have from 1 to 2 today is our beginner class. From 2 to 3 is our intermediate, and then after that is our advanced class. So there's a break in between each of the classes, so you'll have some time in between each in case you want to join the later ones. The other classes are going to be taught by Mohit Limdi and Pratham Merchant. We also have classes coming up next week, and we'll release more information on that as well. So today, what I'm going to start with, it's going to be very slower mix, some basic choreo. We're just going to learn the very basic moves of Bhangra. I'll start by teaching simple form and everything, and then we'll go into the dancing of that. As you guys know, if you joined our classes before, we had a paid version of the classes, but now we've decided to switch to taking donations to help with the COVID-19 situation. So if you look in the link of this video, we'll also have the link to the mix in there, and then, or excuse me, the description of this video will have the link of the mix and then the link to donate to United Way, where they're helping with COVID-19 relief. So we're asking any viewers on Instagram or on YouTube, I believe the donation link is on YouTube as well in the description. If you could help out in any amount possible, it's a situation we're all in together, so we'd really appreciate any support there. And again, all donations are going to United Way. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to start with some simple stretching, and then we'll jump right into learning taps and everything. So let me make sure this phone is set up. All right. Okay. So let's start with some basic arm stretches. Oh, one thing I did forget to mention, in the YouTube chat box, we have our instructors also there live and watching the chat box. So if you do have any questions and I don't happen to see it, drop it in there and an instructor will be happy to help you. All right, so let's start with some arm stretches. Take your right arm, go for this side, right arm, pull it across, stretch out that shoulder for about 10 seconds. I'll go ahead and play a mix as well in the background. All right, let's switch to the left side, left arm. Okay, right arm, put your hand behind your neck, and then grab your elbow with your other hand and stretch out your triceps. All right, switch, left hand up, grab your left elbow. Okay, now let's do some stretches for your legs. Before we do any stretching, let's do some jogging in place just to get the muscles going a little bit, warm them up, and then we'll stretch it out. So let's do some jogging in place for just about 30 seconds. Keep it going, just about 10 more seconds. All right, good. Now let's go ahead and start with some quad stretches. So grab your left leg, pull it up behind your butt, and feel the stretch down this leg right here. All right, then switch to your right leg. All right, good. Okay, and then the last stretch we're gonna do, let me make sure you can see the bottom of my feet. This will be important. Okay, so normally you touch your toes. Just reach down and touch your toes, but instead of just standing flat-footed, curl your feet in towards each other, stand on the sides of your feet, and then reach down and try to touch your toes. You should feel the stretch all along the sides of your calves. All right, okay. Now that everybody's all stretched out, we're gonna go ahead and get started with learning basic form for footwork. So we're gonna start first with taps. So the biggest things in Bhangra are always to stay wide, back straight, chin parallel to the ground, and then always keep a big smile. So I'm gonna be talking a lot during this video while I'm dancing, so you probably won't see me smiling a lot, but please practice keeping that smile up on your own at home. So let's go ahead and get started with this, learning this base. So when you're in any move in Bhangra, you want to stand wide, but you don't want to lock your knees. You want to have your knees have a slight bend in it, but when you bend your knees as well and have this base, you don't want your back to come forward. So if you look side view, you don't want to be standing like this. You want to be standing back straight with the slight bend in your knees and then that wide posture. Okay, so feel it on the inside of your leg when you get low, and then have the bounciness as well. Okay, so then for taps, the basic footwork is gonna go, everything always starts on the left side. So if you see this band right here, this will be my left side, and I'll face backwards so you guys don't have to mirror me. But just for now, while I'm showing the taps, I'll face the camera. So when you have that low base, you have to take a small step to the right and then bring your left leg around, and then take the small step to the left, bring your right leg around. So then when you speed that up a little bit, you do right, left, left, right, right, left, left, right. So then putting that together, we'll do it real slow. I'll show you what it looks like first. So it'll look like left, right, right, left, right, left, right, left, right. And another very important thing about any form or any move in Bhangra is to stay on the tip, basically on your toes the whole time. So if you see, I'm not standing flat-footed when I dance. I'm standing like this the entire time. My heel does not touch the ground. Very rarely in any move does it touch the ground, just because it helps you keep that bounciness and helps the shoulders go in as well. So when you do your taps, stay on your toes. Go right, left, left, right, right, left, left, right. Join in with me as you go. And then for about 4 more beats, I'll start with music. Okay? So let's practice that with a song, and then we'll learn lifts after that. Five, 6, 7, 8. Left, right, 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 left, right. Okay. Looks like a good start. I know I can't see you guys. Again, if I'm going too fast, you need any clarifications or just have any general curiosities, just drop a question in the YouTube chat box, and an instructor will be happy to help you. Okay, so that's basic footwork for the taps. Let's jump into footwork for lifts now. So lifts are a little bit easier. It's quite literally just lifting one leg at a time. So the biggest thing here is angles. So when you start with, I'll mirror you guys. So this will be your left leg. when you lift, you want to make sure your leg is facing 45 degrees to the corner of whatever room you're in. You want the angle between your knee, your the top part of your leg, and the bottom part to be 90-degree angle right here. And then same thing for your foot to your shin should be also 90-degree angle. So 45 this way, and then the angles of your legs are all 90 degrees. And then when you, excuse me, when you lift it, bring it up to at least the level of your hip. So not down here, not super up here, just about here is right good. Okay, and then also another big thing, when one leg is lifted, the planted foot, you're still on your toes. Don't be flat-footed, because then you won't be able to get the balance or the rhythm with it. Okay, so I'll show you again what lifts look like. And this will be my left side. So match along with me as I go. We'll try it without music first, and then I'll hop on with music after. All right, so we'll go 5, 6, 7, 8, left, right, 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 left, right. Good job, good job. All right, so now we'll start doing that with music. Probably just use the same little cut of the mix. Okay, I'll still mirror you guys this time. So this is my left lift, this will be my right. All right, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, so that was a good part of the mix. The beat count changed up a little bit, but you guys look like you got the basics of it. I don't see any questions yet, so looks like we're good. Okay, and then that takes about the first 15 minutes. So now let's spend the rest of the hour learning the choreography. So I'll play the mix, and then we'll just jump right into teaching it. So actually, this will be a good time. If you have your water, please take a water break. Keep your body moving a little bit, and then we'll jump back into it in about a minute or two. All right, so let's go ahead and start looking at our first move. So the first moves we're gonna do, one is called single damal and one is called double damal. So the difference between the two, I'll show you. So we'll start with footwork. The footwork we'll start with double damal actually. So the footwork goes, it's the lifts that we just learned, but instead of switching on each of the beat, we do 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. So just hold each of those for hold each lift for 2 beat counts. Let me mirror you guys, sorry. So this is my left. So go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Okay? And have a little bit of a backwards lean with it. So you'll see when I lift, I'm leaning a little bit backwards. And then my hands will be up when I teach the hands for this. So make sure you're bouncing those shoulders a lot too. So that backwards lean will help with your shoulders. Okay? So we'll start with the hands now. So with the first lift going this way, you're gonna start with hands right above your head and pointer fingers, and then drop it 1, 2, 3. So we'll go one, or let me count that right. 1 and 2, and then 2 and 2. So on 1 and 2, the first 2 beats, you go from here and drop it on 1, bring it up on 2, and then leave it for 3 and 4. And again, shoulders are very important. So with the beat count, this is what the hands will look like. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. So having that bounce in the shoulder is very important. So let's put that together with the legs. I'll face this way. So this is my left side with the band. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Okay? So that's pretty simple. Now the next move is called single damal. So the only big difference in here is the amount of time that you lift each leg. So double damal, you hold it for 2 beats with each lift. For single damal, we're only doing 1 beat for each lift. So I'll teach you I'll show you what the move looks like. It's the same footwork, you're just holding it for different counts. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 1 and 2 and 3 and 2 and 1, 2. Okay? So the footwork goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. So for the first 4 beats again, 2 beats on the left side, 2 beats with the right lift, 1 beat with the left lift, 1 beat with the right lift. That's all it is. And the hands don't change for that part. So I'll teach the next a little bit, just 2 more beats, and then we'll try that all with music. Okay, so we just learned single damal. So that's 1, 2. Now for the footwork for the next 2 beats, it's the same thing. It's just lift, lift, but instead of doing it forward, you're going to spin around. So the full 4 beat sequence will look like 1, 2, 3, 4. So turn to your left, over your left shoulder, and just keep the lifts going. And then instead of keeping your hands up here where they are for the first 2 beats, it'll go 1, 2, and then just bring it down, 3, 4. So the hands, again, for the next 4 beats is 1, 2, 3, 4. So when you do this, I put my right hand on top. So my right hand's over my left elbow. You see that? And then I just do a slight little tap on my elbows. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? And then again, keep the lifts going. So I'll do the full 8 beat sequence. I'll show you what that looks like, and then we'll join in with music. Again, please don't hesitate to ask questions in the chat if you guys have anything that needs any clarification. Ready? 5, 6, 7, 8. 1 and 2, 2 and 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? So that's 8 beats right there. Let's try that much with the music. Five, 6, 7, 8. 1 and 2, 2 and 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. So as you see, it's a fairly slow beat. You still have to be a bit diligent about your moves. So let's try that one more time. Sorry. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1 and 2, 2 and 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nice job. All right. So I'm not seeing any questions. So let's go into the next part. So the next move is called round baby. So we're switching our footwork now to the taps instead of the lifts. And then there's a little bit difference with the hands as well. So back to the taps. I'll face backwards. Just to review, do a quick step to the right, then tap with your left. Quick step to the left, tap with your right. So it's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? So with those taps now, your hand's going to go clap, clap, and then around 2. So that the whole around beat will take 2 beats. So when you do this, I'll face backwards for a quick second. So you're clapping just right at shoulder level. So Bring your arms straight out, just parallel with your shoulders. And then just do clap, clap. And then bring your right hand above your left hand when you go around, and then bring it back out. Okay? So I'm gonna do it backwards for you guys with the moves, and then we'll try it with music as well. All right? 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. So you just keep the taps going, and then do the round with that. Okay? So let's try this full sequence now of 12 beats with the double them all, single them all in the spin, and then round bedi. Main thing to focus on here is switching the footwork from the lifts into the taps from the single them all down to the round bedi. Okay, let's try that with music. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1 and 2, 2 and 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Pretty good so far. Not seeing any questions on the chat. So let's keep going. Let's try that one more time with music, actually, and then we'll teach the next move. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1 and 2, 2 and 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. All right, we'll take a quick, maybe 1-2 minute water break. Go ahead and grab your water. I'll keep the music playing in the back in case you want to keep practicing. Okay, so let's shift now to teaching our next move. So our next move is going to be called shisha. So it's going to be the same footwork as the round bedi, where it's just the taps. So I'll just go ahead and teach the hands. So keep your left hand, this will be my left hand. Keep that right here in front of you. And then take your right hand, swoop it down, meet it for a clap, and then throw both out to the side. So left hand down, and then clap with the right, and then throw it out over 2 beats. So it'll look like 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? And then facing this way, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? And then again, do this with the taps. So let me show you what that looks like. It'll be 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? And we're just doing 2 of those. So let's practice the 8-beat count from bedi. So we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's practice that whole sequence. I'll count it down. 5, 6, 7, 8. Round bedi. 2, 3, 4. Shisha. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? Now let's try that with music a couple times. In the right place. 5, 6, 7, 8. The ball. 2, 1, 2. Spin. There you go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. Let's try that one more time. I'll do the whole thing full out this time. 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1 and 2, 2 and 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good job. Do a quick check for questions. All right, looks like we have none for now. Again, I'm gonna emphasize again, I usually have questions. Please feel free to ask them. There's no problem at all. We have a ton of instructors ready to help. So I'll try that one more time with music, then we'll go into the next move. Five, 6, 7, 8, and 1 and 2, 2 and 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So looks like we have some questions here on Instagram. So Milan's saying, what's the best way to improve taps? So there's a few ways to do this. Again, I don't know if I have enough time to explain on this right now, but the most important thing is just getting the bass. And then the more you practice with the slower mix to get those taps going, once you get the rhythm of it, it comes a lot more naturally. There really is no other way to get used to it. It's just getting used to the footwork because it is very weird at first. Like bringing your knee, bending your knee a little bit like that is a little awkward, but practice again with the slower mix. This is a very good mix to practice with. We have it in the link if you're interested. So that'll be a good way. Hope I answered your question, Milan. Let's go ahead and go into the next move. The next move is called full punjab. So that's a combination of a full and a punjab. So lost my balance. All right, so I'll show you what this looks like. So to the left of your body, you're gonna take your hands. I just like to touch my finger. I keep my hands with the in and out, so keep my thumbs out, and then just touch the fingertips together, and then bring it in towards me. So fold it in and then out, in and out. So it looks like the full move will look like 1, 2. And then the most important thing here is do not keep your elbows by your side. Don't try to do this. That doesn't look big and wide. Keep your elbows out when you do it. 1, 2. So have the motion with just your forearm. Don't try to move this part of your arm too much. So just do 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll keep counting. Practice that for about 5 seconds. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It is a little bit tricky. That's why I have a little more emphasis on it. So keep practicing that on your own. But again, that was the full. Now the punjab part is just having your hands up and then doing 1 and 2. So that's very simple. You just have to keep your hands up. So the footwork for this is a little variation of a tap. So it's going to be 2 left taps and 1 right tap. So what that looks like, I'll show you. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, I'll keep doing it a few times. Practice along with me. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, very important to stay on your toes. On your toes. As you can see, when I'm tapping the planted foot, so this side, my right foot is still on my toes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Don't let your heel touch the ground because then you're not going to be able to get the bounce with it. Okay? So now let's try combining the arms and the legs. So I'll show you what that looks like first. It's 2 beats of the full 1, 2, and then 2 beats of the punjab. So it goes 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Join along. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'll do it one time with the music. I'll do it one time without music, show you what it looks like, and then we'll try from the beginning up to here with the music as well. Okay? So starting from Shisha, that's what I'm going to do without music. Ready? 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? Now let's try that with music a couple times. Milan, it looks like you're asking where you can find the music. It's in the link of the YouTube live as well. So that's where you can find that. Let's go back to the music now. I'll start from the beginning. What I'm going to do is I'm going to mark it from the beginning. Then starting at shisha, I'll actually do it full out. So what marking it means is I'm not dancing full out. I'm just thinking of the moves in my head, doing them very lackluster. And then, but on shisha, that's when I'm actually going to start doing them full out. Okay, so watch along with me, but on shisha, join in and do it full out. Five, six, seven, eight. 1 and 2, 2 and 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. Round baby. 2, 3, 4. Shisha, shisha. Full Punjab. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. Let's go ahead and try. Let's go ahead and try that whole thing again with music about 2 more times, and then we'll move on. Five, six, seven, eight, and 1 and 2, 2 and 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right. Good job, guys. Looks like we have no questions. I'm going to keep moving on then. The next move is a sort of variation on single damal. So this one, the exact move, we're just going to change the hands up a little bit. But as you remember, single damal, it's left on 1, right on 2, left on 3, right on 4 for the lifts on the beat counts. So go over the footwork again real quick. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now what the hands are going to look like, that's a little different. It's all going to be left hand on your hip, right hand up. And then what that hand's going to do is with your right hand, point to the top left corner on beat 1, top right corner on beat 2, and then on 3 and 4, bring it around and end here on 4. So it'll look like 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I'll face backwards. And then I'll do it with the hands first, and then add the lift right after. So it'll look like 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now with the lifts, what that's going to look like? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Let's try that much with the music. Let's try that move a couple more times. Let's do that about 2 more times, and then we'll add it on to the whole set, right? So without music, let's just keep doing this move for about 8 beats. So just do the whole sequence twice. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay? Now, again, we're only going to do that one move for just the 4 beats, so only one set of it. And then we're going to add that on after the full Punjab. Okay? So let's add this on to the music. Oops, too far. Okay. 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1 and 2, 2 and 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, let's try that one more time. I did not add the new move on. Sorry. Just blinked for a second. So let me try that one more time. Now don't forget to add on the point around up after the full Punjab. 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1 and 2, 2 and 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right? All right, I think that's enough to earn a little bit of a water break. Grab your water, come back in about a minute and a half, all right? I'll keep the music playing as well. We're pretty much more than halfway done, so give yourself a little pat on the back. Okay, guys. All right, so we just did the variation of the single them all, where it went 1, 2, 3, 4. The next move we're going to learn is called Kora. So what this is, it's going to use the same footwork as full Punjab. So the left tap, right tap, right tap. So 1, 2. I'll just show you. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. And there is a slight change to it. So what that slight change is where that tapping foot points. So with full Punjab, we just had it right where it was planted, right? We just tapped up and down right where it was. With Kora, you're going to cross the tapping foot in front of the planted foot. So what that looks like, let me show you first. It's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. So as you can see, the foot that I was tapping with crossed in front of the one that was planted on each beat. So it's across 1, across 2. So let me just look at me a few times to watch me do it. It's a little hard to explain with words, but with watching it, it'll make a little more sense. And then again, ask any questions in the chat if you have any. So just the footwork. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right. Nice job, nice job. Looks like we got no questions, I don't think. Okay, so I'm gonna add the hands in now. So all the hands are is gonna be your left hand in front, just right at your shoulder level, and then bring your right hand up in the Bhangra arms position that we've been doing. Can you see this in the camera? There we go. So left hand in front, right arm up, and then on the beat, you're just gonna go 1, 2. So on the beat, you bring it in, and then bring it in, just close your fingers in. So 1, 2, and then on 3 and 4, you switch. 3, 4. So this should open on, again, left arm in front, and then on the next 2, you switch. That's all it is. So it's gonna look like 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'll do this with the footwork. Ready? Watch me a few times and then join in. Watch me for 8 beats and then join in for the next 8 beats. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, so again, like we emphasized at the beginning, you want to look big and powerful with the moves. So don't crouch in with the Kora. Don't just do your hands weakly like this. Chest out, chin parallel to the ground, and then have that bounce in it. Have the power with this move as well. Okay, let's try that a couple of times with just counting, and then we'll add it on to the music as well. All right, we'll do 16 counts of Kora. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The only other thing to emphasize here is stay on your toes again for this move, as I've been saying the whole time. All right, Millen says, how high should my shoulders be? Shoulders stay at the same level. Again, when your chest is back, again, I'll face this way. When your chest is back and your chin's parallel to the ground, your shoulders will be nice and broad. And when you do this, have the flexibility in the shoulders to have a little bit of a bounce with it, because you want the move to look as big and as energetic as possible. So I hope that answers your question. I'm gonna take a quick water break. Start talking too fast if I get tired, so sorry about that. But let's add this on with the music from the beginning. Again, so this is gonna be after the 1, 2, 3, 4, your hand is gonna be up. So I'll show you the transition from the single demal variation to kora. So it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, hand is up, keep it there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? So let's try that all with music now. Five, 6, 7, 8, and 1 and 2 and 2 and 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, try that. Looks like we got a question on YouTube. Okay, are you staying in one place or moving a little bit side to side for this step? So Rohan, for the kora, you are right. I do move a little bit side to side. Again, this is a beginner class. Those are like little bits of added nakra and energy that you can add once you have more experience, but I can show you what I meant with that. So instead of just tapping in place like this, the planted foot can shift a little bit. So, and 1, 2, and 3, 4. That's just a little extra flair you can add in there. Again, will become habit with more experience, so practice that again on your own. Let's try it again one more time with music. Five, 6, 7, 8, and 1 and 2. 2 and 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right. So it looks good so far. Again, take another quick water break. So we have one more move, and then we're going to hit the drop. So we basically only have about 3 or 4 moves left. Looks like we have 15 minutes, so it should be good. And then we can practice some full run-throughs at the end. All right, so grab some water real quick. All right, so while you guys are taking a break, I do want to emphasize again, I know I said this at the beginning of the class, but in case we have any people who have joined in the middle, today we are not collecting money for these classes, obviously, but what we are encouraging is all of you guys to donate to the United Way in efforts to help with the COVID-19 situation. Again, we're all doing our best to stay at home, stay safe, and stay indoors. That's the only thing we can do, but there is additional help needed. So if you can, we encourage you guys to donate to the United Way. There's a link in the description to donate. Also in that description, you'll find the link to this mix. So after, if you'd like to practice on your own, you can find the mix in there. But again, please encourage, if you'd like to donate, if you have anybody, and then let's go ahead and get started and finish this choreo, all right? So the next move after choreo is a variation of Hati Chal. So I'm combining two moves. One move is Hati Chal and combining it with the Mal snaps. So it's an 8-beat move. Let's try the first 4 beats. Pretty simple. So these are probably the last variation or second last variation of footwork that we're going to learn. We normally just call these butt kicks because that's really all it is. So again, always start on your left side. It's just left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right. Very simple footwork, about the easiest you'll get in Bhangra. So we're going to do that for 8 beats actually. So the hands are just going to change. So for the first 4 beats, all you're doing is starting to your right side. So this is your right. I'm doing it facing you. So it's just going to go 1, 2, 3, 4 is all your arms are going to do. The only thing to emphasize here with the arm that's up, keep that at shoulder level. Don't bring it up to your head. Just keep it right here, 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 and just sway side to side on the beat. And then when you do this, this is the only time when we're not going to have straight, well, you will keep it straight back. But instead of standing up straight, you're going to lean forward a little bit. So it's going to look like 1, 2, 3, 4. Now the full sequence with the butt kicks, I'll show you what that looks like. 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's all it is, okay? I'll do that for about 16 beats, and then we'll add in the next 4 beats just to join along. Watch me for 8 beats, join along for the next 8 beats, okay? 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good? All right, and then the next footwork for this, or excuse me, hands for this, is very simple. They're called the Mal steps. So with Hati Chal, normally you just come up for the next 4 beats, or do 1, 2, 3, 4. But instead of doing that, we're going to do the Mal steps. So we're going to combine the 2 moves at once. So all you're doing is snapping with your hands, and then you start with your left side, or sorry, start with your right hand up. You want to bring your left hand in front of you at shoulder level, and then have your forearm parallel to your body. So have it this way, straight right here. So 1 on your right side, switch, 2, 3, 4. So it's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then just snap your fingers at the top of each move. Okay? So I'll turn around, do that full sequence. So we're going to do 4 beats of Hati Chal. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And again, the footwork for the Mal steps is also just the butt kicks as well. So let's go ahead and combine those 2. 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay? And this is going to take us all the way to the drop. All right? So let's go ahead and try this whole thing with music. And then we have 2, 3 more moves at the drop, and then we're done. Okay? Five, 6, 7, 8, and 1, and 2, 2, and 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Hati Chal, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, so now this takes us to our drop, as you heard in the music. So make sure there's no more questions. Looks like we're good. Okay, so for the drop, we're gonna do some 2 moves called side tari and one called ludi. So these have very unique footwork. No other move besides any Ludi style move have these. So I grab some water real quick and then I'll explain it. Okay, so let's start with the footwork. So make sure it's tilted down enough for you too. Okay, footwork is very important here. So I'll face backwards and do it first. So what it is, it's like a right step and then collect. So you're just doing very small lists, like small running man with your feet. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. On the beat, your right foot is down. And then the only difference between the running man and this Ludi footwork is step forward with your right foot. So it's in 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2, 3 and 4. Okay? And then now the added variation there to take it a step further is just get that right knee up when you step forward. And 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Okay, let's try 16 beats of that footwork first. That's probably the most confusing part of this move. So let's keep doing that. Join in as you feel ready. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2, 3 and 4. 1 and 2, 3 and 4. Okay, so we're gonna do that for 8 beats. The first move, side thari, we'll use one hand variation of the hands, and then the regular Ludi will use its own variation. So for the first 4 beats, again, footwork is the same. It's called side thari. So what you're gonna do is to your side, you're gonna have your hands out in front of you, just like this. Keep them together like you're clapping, and then just do 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 1 and 2, 3 and 4. So just windmill your arm around. 1, 2, 3, clap. 1, clap. 3, clap. Okay. So when your arms meet, they do have a slight little clap, not like a super big one. But just do or mirror it. Right clap, left clap, right clap, left clap. Fix the screen back up for YouTube. Okay. So now let's try adding the footwork and the hands together. So follow me again. I'll do 16 counts. Just join in when you feel ready. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1 and 2, 3 and 4. 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 Good. So again, we're gonna do that for 4 beats. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And then the next move is just a variation of regular Ludi. So regular Ludi, you'll just do that same footwork. You'll just do 1, 2, 3, 4. We're gonna do a little bit of a variation with that. So what it's gonna look like, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so what I just did, elbows out. On 1, you clap. And then 2, bring your hands to your hips. 3, clap. Bring your hands to hip again. So when I clap, I'm starting very close to my chest and then go pushing out with the clap. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So let's try combining that with the footwork now. So we're only going to do 2 of those. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I'll teach the last move just because this last one is called jugni. It's actually more of a chal. They're very similar. So I'll show you the handwork for that. So I'll do the full sequence of the 2 Ludis and then the ending, and then I'll go into more explanation for it. So I'll do, sorry, I'm confusing myself. Let me do the whole sequence. So side thari, 4 beats, 2 beats of Ludi, and then the chal. Okay, I'll show you what that looks like first. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1 and 2, 3 and 4. 1 and 2, 3 and 4. And 1, 2, 3, 4. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So do the sequence of side thari twice. So 1, 2, 3, 4. That's once. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's twice. Ludi, do just 2 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then for the chal, the hands are very simple. So you're gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4. They'll be here at the end, right? So then just bring it around to the right side. 1, 2, 3, 4. So bounce those shoulders a lot. And then the hands, I'm just doing the OK symbol. Just do that, but keep your fingers together and out to the right side. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'll do this full sequence again, the 4 side, 2 sataris, 2 lidis, and then the chop. Follow along with me as you can, and we'll add it with music. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Only thing with cha, I know we're probably running up on the end now, so I'll hurry up a little bit. With cha, with your feet, get that wide base that we practiced at the beginning, and just tap your feet. So go left, right, left, right, left, right, left. Don't keep your feet planted, just shuffle them a little bit. Okay, so let's try this all with music. It is, again, very confusing beat count. So try that from the beginning. We'll try the whole thing. Our first run through, we have about 2 minutes left. And then we'll run it 2 times, and then have little announcements at the end. And then I'll explain where you can find all this video afterwards too. Five, 6, 7, 8, and 1 and 2, 2 and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, would be 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. So again, can't see you guys. Looks like we have around like 30-ish people doing it, but that hopefully look good. I'll do it one more time, and then we'll run it back and I can finish up with the announcements, okay? Five, 6, 7, 8, and 1 and 2, 2 and 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, would be 2 and 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. Okay, guys, so that about concludes our class. I think this Instagram Live is about to end. So I'll wrap up pretty quickly. So thank you again for joining beginner classes. We have 2 more classes today, our intermediate and our advanced level classes being taught by Pratham Merchant and Mohit Limdi. Again, same YouTube live link, same place where we found it. We'll have the information just like that later today. I encourage all of you guys to join. And again, any donations are very welcome for any of these classes. We're just trying to get people dancing and active and have fun. That being said, please, please, please continue to stay indoors, do your part to help fight this virus. The sooner we do this, the more we do this, the quicker it can be over. Instagram, I might have just lost it. But I'll continue for YouTube, guys. So thank you again for joining the class. Don't think I have many more announcements. I really appreciate everything you guys did for joining. Didn't ask too many questions, so we will have this video available afterwards as well for you guys to reference. It'll be on our YouTube most likely. So you guys can follow us on all of our accounts. If you don't already, our Instagram is at Bhangra, GABHANGRA. Please follow us on there. We have a Facebook as well. I believe it's Georgia Bhangra Academy. We're always posting announcements on Instagram. We're always trying to do some fun stuff. We have a lot of great content, so please give us a follow. Thank you again for joining our classes. Like I said, we have 2 more classes today. All the information is in our flyer on our Instagram, and then we're gonna have some more classes later on this week during the weekday as well. So thank you guys again all for joining. I had a lot of fun. Hope you guys got enough water in you. Please drink some more water and stretch on your own. I know we don't have time to do that at the end, but please, it's very important to finish stretching before and after you dance to prevent soreness and injury. And then as always, stay hydrated. Thank you guys again. Had a lot of fun, and hopefully see you in the next class. Thank you.